Better leave it to the professionals.
Blessed by Bundy, blah, blah, blah.
Started off with a bit, now I got coin. I see where y'all going. Been poppin' since Web 1, hella hoes on Web 2. I was living a dream, now I'm on Web 3. And it is what it seems, topping the pyramid schemes, I'm telling you. I'll sell you a percentage on Nebula. Shout out to Vince, yo, set it up.
Surfing on the web and I'm shooting at 3. I've been golden when I got my G. I'm an alien boy from a different planet, yeah. So I got my drink, I'm riding in the 1920s Model T Ford. Call her Era Lord. Call me Levi, playing on the keys, boy. And I'm about to put my gloves on. If I said it, then I meant that. Yeah, I like that one, I'm about to get that. Crash that whip for the drumsticks, whiplash. I'm about to get them all. Are you with that? In a white boat, surrounded by blue. I want one, but I got a cop too. I wanna fly high in the sky, arms out wide, trying to soar from a bird's eye view. I'm on fire, Ricky, Bobby, cracking the pavement, Whitney, Bobby. I'm a Saki bomb, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Bruce Wayne been a dog, and I keep it 101, cause I'm feeling kinda spotty. You sipping on some rock, and I'm sipping on octane. The only thing around my neck is the
Started off with a
blockchain.
bit, now I got coin. I see where y'all going. Been poppin' since Web 1, hella hoes on Web 2. I was living a dream, now I'm on Web 3. And it is what it seems, topping the pyramid schemes, I'm telling you. I'll sell you a percentage on Nebula. Shout out to Vince, yo, set it up.
NFT, Twitter, blockchain. Seeing with the ghosts and we ballin' like the Brown James. Crypto. We can make a trade, get the memo. Reviews not falling for the FOMO. Listening to coffee with Captain. You know we worldwide, they loco. I ain't never gonna stop rapping. Orlando, yeah, we working magic. We rocking Ethereum NFTs. I just went and caught me a half base. Man, I gotta shout out
Started
the
off with a
party.
bit, now I got coin. I see where y'all going. Been poppin' since Web 1, hella hoes on Web 2. I was living a dream, now I'm on Web 3. And it is what it seems, topping the pyramid schemes, I'm telling you. I'll sell you a percentage on Nebula. Shout out to Vince, yo, set it up.
Freaking the mood to choose one, but they got knowledge to move, son. I'm shocking in shades with my brother in shoes. Yeah, them blues is coming. Even though it's hard to pick, eeny, mighty, mo, soda on the mix, no biting lips, it's time to go. Index number 1, no thumbs up, you gotta scroll. Looking at the ghost in studio, it's time to go. Had a helmet on by myself until I met a mask that wanted to have a face off. Had to bring my chainsaw, full tank of gas in the drive with my brakes off. I'm A1, but a different kind of steak sauce.
Welcome to Coffee with Captain, powered by ApeCoin, where we dive into all things crypto, NFTs, Web3, and cutting-edge technology. Remember, nothing here is financial advice. Early-stage tech can be exceptionally volatile and risky. So grab your coffee and join Cap and Steve for today's conversation.
Welcome to the future.
Welcome to Coffee with Captain GM. Thanks so much for joining. If you haven't already done so, do us a favor. Do me a favor. Drop us a GM in the chat down below. Head up top, smash that like, repost, and bookmark on today's space. We greatly appreciate it. It does warm up the algo and helps us get started. We're also live over on YouTube, Abstract, and the X video feed on my account today. Steve is out on a golf course, but for a good cause, so he gets a free pass today. As always, I'm Cap, not joined by a co-host today, but if anyone wants to join me on stage, open stage today, as long as we're connected. Sorry, Harris Alley, I'll have to, it looks like some clout farming, so I'll have to check you out maybe another time. But if anyone wants to join, if anything on your mind, anything you want to talk about, we'll get into it here in a sec. I am semi-situated after a long week. Before I get started, never any financial advice on the show. Crypto is risky, NFTs are risky, meme coins exception risky. Go to zero in a moment's notice. Please don't put any money you can afford to lose. Know that I will hold tokens I'll talk about from time to time here in this room. Not a financial advisor, certainly not your financial advisor. Don't join me for that. Just join for some fun, some information, education along the way. GM, how y'all doing? I got to rethink my solo opening. I'm hardwired to intro Steve there, but looking forward to a fun show today. It's been a wild and crazy week. I'm not a complainer, so I'll get past this quickly after we get out of the quote open. But man, it hurts to type. It's not going to come through I dropped some pictures in yesterday's chat. It's not going to come through on the video camera, but I am mangled. I said yesterday, the alpha for if you ever have to move, it's make sure you wear gloves starting on day 1, not day 5. Every single one of my fingers is beat up, has a cut, a scrape. It's painful. If you ever get like a cracked thumb, like especially you Midwesterners or Northeasterners when it gets cold out, I have like 30 of those mini cuts and scrapes, and yeah, not little sore this morning. Feeling my age a little bit. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Actually, I do know what I'm doing this weekend, at least partially. I will be going. See, I'm in St. Pete. By the way, I've lived here, or the area anyways, for this will be my cold morning rant. Again, if anyone wants to jump up anything on your mind, thank you, Von Fun, for the tip. Greatly appreciated that, Pingu. I do have some topics. We got a special guest at 9, a few news items I want to cover, but kind of open forum variety hour today. So if there's anything you want to chat, we'll go Web3 related or not. It's a Friday. So if there's anything, I missed the football game yesterday. I was out on a date with a real woman, believe it or not. And here in St. Pete. So first of all, back to St. Pete, and then we'll talk football in a second, and then we'll get out of the quote open. I have lived in the Tampa, Clearwater, St. Pete area for almost 5 years now. And if you're not familiar, so like Tampa's the big city. Then you have across the bay is Clearwater, which famously known for Clearwater Beach. It's a lot of spring breakers. And it's world-renowned beach. It's one of the best beaches, consistently ranked one of the best beaches in the world. It's just a massive, I don't know how wide. There's parts of it that it seems like it's a half mile wide. That's probably an exaggeration, but it's very large beach, perfect, beautiful white sands. And Clearwater Beach is just it's a destination location. Then just north of Clearwater is Dunedin, where I live or have lived since I've been down here. And then St. Pete is on the other side of Clearwater. So it's close. I'd been out a couple times in St. Pete, but it's not there was always enough to do, even on just Main Street in Dunedin where I lived. Plenty of restaurants, small boutique downtown area. And it's kind of a quaint, it's actually rated one of the top 10 places in America for people to retire to. So don't age me, but a lot of places in Florida, the olds come down here, or the snowbirds. We're actually getting ready to enter snowbird season. Also, Von Frunten, we may have officially exited sleeveless cap mode. We're getting close. The weather was beautiful yesterday here. Started cooling down a bit. We're approaching hoodie season, and once we hit hoodie season, the sleeves probably stay on. But yeah, we're getting close. Beautiful time in Florida. The snowbirds start coming back down, so traffic gets a little bit bare. Anyways, back to my point on St. Pete. This whole time, I've thought of St. Pete as basically another Clearwater or an extension of Clearwater. And I'm not knocking Clearwater. It's just, I don't know how to say this without offending anyone. I don't think any listeners live in Clearwater. It's fine, right? Clearwater Beach is touristy, say spring break-ish, etc. Clearwater is fine. Again, I'm trying not to. It's Clearwater is like Indiana transplanted to Florida. I kid. It's Clearwater's. It's fine, but it's not like a big city. It's a beach town. Downtown Clearwater is, for all intents and purposes, owned by Scientology. If you drive through, so there's downtown Clearwater, you go across the bridge in Clearwater Beach. Clearwater Beach is the high rises, the hotels. It's where everyone vacations. Downtown Clearwater will be like a ghost town at time, because I'm not taking shots. I'm not exaggerating. Scientology has their headquarters there. They call it the Flag Building, I think. If you've ever seen any of the documentaries, like Leah Rinkema did one, and there's a few others out there on it. Again, I'm not talking religion. I'm not taking shots. To each their own. Believe in what you want to believe. It's just facts that Clearwater is owned by, they own literally multiple city blocks in downtown Clearwater. They painted everything like pastels. They vibe well with doodles. And so they own all these businesses, which are just vacant a lot of the times. They just didn't want other non-Scientology people building up around them. Now, if there's some Scientology convention or something, maybe downtown Clearwater's hopping with a bunch of people in suits. But anyways, downtown Clearwater is not I've never went out in downtown Clearwater the entire time I've lived down here. I am actually going to a concert later this month on Clearwater Beach. Looking forward to that one. Nice, cool amphitheater on the beach. And this weekend here in St. Pete, going to the Dolly Museum for the first time. So excited about that. Anyways, point being, St. Pete is massive, vastly underestimated St. Pete. You can see the skyline behind me here, or at least a artist rendition of the skyline. It's borderline Tampa. I could walk to where I'm staying for a few weeks. I could walk to Tropicana Field, which I thought it was just completely vacant. They're actually doing events and stuff there, despite the baseball team not playing, because there's no roof. If you missed it, the roof got blown off in the last hurricane. Anyways, long story short, really impressed by St. Pete, much bigger city than I had in my head for some reason. And yeah, and Von Frunton says, given all the people he knows who vacation in Clearwater, can't argue with me. Here's the alpha. If you think like, oh, I want to go to Clearwater Beach, the real alpha is vacation to St. Pete or Dunedin, which are adjacent to Clearwater. You can still go to Clearwater Beach. It's like 20-minute drive. It's not far at all. It just takes some time to get through, the bridge over to Clearwater Beach. Honeymoon Island is, I think, nicer than Clearwater Beach. It's just underrated because it's not as well known as Clearwater Beach. Dunedin's a much smaller city, and it's also a state park. So you got to pay $8 to get in, which, whatever, it's $8, but I don't know, because it's state park, you got to pay to get on the beach, or you got to pay to get on the island. There's not nearly as many people as good. Like Clearwater Beach at times, peak season will be like almost shoulder to shoulder. I've never seen Honeymoon Island like that. So anyways, Honeymoon Island's the alpha for beaches. I'm sure there's some down on this, south of Clearwater Beach, like Madeira Beach, where our friend Vicky, I'm not sure she's out there this morning. Vicky, her ice cream shop is on Madeira Beach. Similar, just as nice as Clearwater Beach, just it doesn't have the notoriety. Anyways, super impressed with St. Pete. I've got a couple of properties I am actually making offers on today in Dunedin, but we're going to go extreme low balls, kind of hoping they don't accept because I want to expand my search to St. Pete. Really, really liking the area, and excited to explore some more this weekend. I said going to the Dolly Museum. Not only the Dolly Museum, they have a current exhibit. Think of it like a mini Vegas sphere. The Dolly Museum had the sphere long before the Vegas sphere. It's not near the size nor the technology, but still like a cool experience. So I've been told. Anyways, going to one of the exhibits they have, or the exhibit they have in the sphere at the Dolly Museum, is a Pink Floyd exhibit. So very well, definitely going to that this weekend, and may or may not enjoy some fungi as I go to the Pink Floyd exhibit. Yes, today's Coffee with Captain brought to you by Florida Golf Tourism Board. Thanks, Von Frunton. I'm doing my best to show my bags. Never financial advice. Certainly, I don't know what I'm doing, but as I said earlier, I do believe it is I do know this for a fact. It is a buyer's market, despite rates. I mean, especially if you're a cash buyer, could be tempting to catch a falling knife, but I'm telling you, there are deals to be had. The two property I'm making offers on today, both of them have had not one, not two, not three, not four, 5 price cuts in the last few months. One of them has had 5 price cuts in like the last 45 days. It is the definition of, I said it before, but I seriously feel like I'm attempting to buy a home via an NFT collection that people are just dumping into wheat bins right now, or blur farming. It is crazy. Like the alerts I'm getting on Zillow emails on a daily basis is price reduced 25,000, price reduced 35,000, price reduced 10,000. And they're all in like the same neighborhood. It's just like literally people are undercutting themselves because they want to get out so fast. Because again, this isn't just unique to this area. Markets are down, but specifically here, there's several homes that got hit by the hurricane, and some took the insurance money and they bounced, and now they have this vacant property that still needs remodeled. And I'm not even talking about those. I'm not making offers on those today, but because those are on the market and there's so many of those, it's just bringing down the market as a whole. Von Frunton shared it earlier. Rate cut data is, at least as far as the prediction markets are absolutely booming. I'm looking here. Oh yeah. I saw the do it in the war room. Yeah, no, probably so. Mayhem, you would really like my new friend. She, I told you she just went to Costa Rica. We get these houses taken down. We may very well. The luxury boutique motel is moving. It's on the list for sure of ventures and objectives. And you guys would have hit it off on a walk in the jungle she just had in Costa Rica recently. So I'm rapidly approaching the exit of the cold open time, but it's a Friday. If I may take this wherever this morning, we may spend the next 45 minutes talking about fungi potentially. I kid. Do you have any land I can put a 10 on? Not yet, but maybe soon. What I'm looking to do is not a forever home, but potentially a forever property. I'm either going, because of the shape of the market, the plan is to pick up something on, again, someone accepts a WETH bid and pick up something on a dip, put a little bit of work into it, either update it or add a bedroom or two, and then we turn it into a rental or flip if the market turns. But I'm somewhat flexible now, so we'll live on site until we get the tenant in. Dude, I'm not kidding about the tenant. What I want to do, probably not this first one, but the next one is, because then after we get the one done and get a tenant or flip it and rinse repeat, the next one I would like to find a little larger property, and instead of just adding a bedroom or two, add either a tiny home. There's a lot of tiny homes in this market. Some built the small homes in the backyard or on property. Others converted like a storage unit. And Airbnb laws are tough. Like some you can only do less than 30-day rentals a few times a year. I'm not going to digress into all that, but I absolutely want to find a place where, like the place I'm staying right now, it's a decent place, kind of small, but it is, I don't know if it was recently done or recently remodeled. Kind of describe it here as Joey comes up on stage. There's a main home that's, I think maybe they converted into 3 units, like a main historic home. And then I'm actually above a 3-car garage. And there's 2 units here that just look like a 1-bedroom or studio apartment. And that's the goal. That's the plan, is so I have the in-law suite, if you will, or the home above the garage, or the tiny home to where it can be an Airbnb rental, or if friends want to come and stay for a week, I can put some people up, and you're not on my couch or in my house, but you have your own place to stay. So that is absolutely the plan, Jambert. So no jokes. I'm serious. Once I get this done, if any of our Coffee with Captain regulars want to come pay me a visit, I would be honored to host. Joey, GM sir, what brought you up on stage? Fuck. I can't hear anything. Do you want to come on? Give me 100 if you want to come on StreamYard. I'll hit you in the. Okay, let me send you the StreamYard link, and we'll get Joey on camera here, because my it's a Friday. I'm a little painful, and this is like a God's honest truth. I do not want to move to go get the wired headphones in my other phone. I'm like, I need a sauna today. I need some. I'm gonna pick Joey's brains on what I can do for recovery, because the 45 years on this earth are setting in today. Joey, I'm going to DM you the StreamYard link right now, and we'll get you up here on video. I know you got the kiddos this morning, so we might. Joey's flying solo. Oh, you got it. It's there. It's same link in your email or in your Twitter DMs. Joey flying solo with the 3 kids. So really appreciate him jumping up and joining the convo today. Mel asks, how close I am to Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale is the other coast. I'm probably 3.5 hours, depending on how fast you drive. You can float across Alligator Alley, or so I've heard. I've definitely made it in under 3.5 hours before, but it's not a bad drive. It's just a long. It's like 3.5 hours, kind of like sweet spot for me, so I don't mind it at all. But 3.5, 4 hours tops, and you're good. A lot of Canadians absolutely come to Florida. True story. Had a enjoy. If you want to mute while you're until you can talk it. You got it. My grandparents had a place in North Fort Myers, and they were snowbirds. They'd come down here 6 months out of the year. All their best friends in this area were all Canadians. They had, and there was actually, ironically, a lot of people from Ohio, even this small town called Bremen, Ohio, where we're from. They'd have like a Bremen, Ohio day, and there'd be dozens of people that got together. It was like people from Ohio and people from Canada that lived in their area of North Fort Myers. But yeah, they became really close. Like they would go visit them, and not only in Canada, the Canadians would come visit them at their place in Ohio. And yeah, there's a ton of Canadians on this coast. But all that said, Joey, GM, thanks for jumping on stream. Busy dad day for you, huh?
Yeah, GM, we're all having breakfast right now. Say hi, kids.
Good morning. GM. Joey, I know you got us voting for one of the kiddos here recently. If there's ever a Dad of the Year competition that you enter into, you got to let us know. We will run that shit up for you.
Thank you. Sadly, he made it all the way to the top 5, and at that point, he had to win his group to move on for the chance to win $25,000 and a national commercial. And he only finished 3rd in the group. So it's a little interesting because it wasn't just votes. Like you could donate to Toys for Tots, and if you donated $100, you got 100 votes. So technically, you could buy your way into winning. And a bunch of people in my family voted, and some friends voted, but I was not trying to tell everybody to drop like thousands of dollars to make sure he won. So,
well, that's pretty cool though. At least it's for like a good cause, right? Like you're not just buying your way in. If you're going to do something like that, make it go to donations where you're helping a good cause. That's it's not.
Oh, I agree. I think it was cool. I mean, it was cool that the money all went to Toys for Tots. But yeah, so it was fun. But I came up because of the ADU conversation. Because I had looked at a property up in Orlando at one point. Stop throwing your sausage on the floor. And adding an ADU. And obviously, depending on the county you're in, depends on the zoning and the restrictions and whatever. So it's actually one of the most. So I've got a friend in San Diego, California. He's got his own YouTube and actual coaching program. He's like the ADU king now. He basically buys properties all around, like the university, San Diego State University, and he buys homes specifically that there's enough room to add in ADUs, and then he adds in ADUs, and then he literally rents them by the room to all the students. So he's like doubling the amount of rooms available to rent on a single property, and he's absolutely crushing it. So for those, ADU is additional dwelling unit is what it stands for.
Yep. I think in right now, and I hate to use the word opportunistic, but it's just a very opportunistic time. It's just reality. I'm not trying to like rub salt in the wounds of those who are having a hard time, but it is, rates are high. Home prices are still, even though they're coming down, they're still high. And for a lot of people, they may want to buy, it's very challenging to do. And so whether just it's not just vacation rentals. I think that's the thing. It's not just people looking for short-term stays. Like in some cases, yes, but it just seems like a massive opportunity right now for additional affordable housing, and both short and long term. And one of my best friends, which by the way, we just found out, quick digression, we both had a shared personal therapist. I haven't spoke to him for a few years, but I was just informed this morning that he passed away recently. So rest in peace to Dr. James Shaw. Good man, and gone too soon. But I digress. He has, I don't know, a few dozen properties on Ohio State's campus, and his business model there, not necessarily the additional dwelling units. He does have like some cottages that are above a garage on campus or behind the main home, but most his best units were ones where he took like a 6-bedroom home and was able to create 2 additional bedrooms, either like in an attic or in a basement and by putting in egress windows. And that it was, if you can take a 6-bedroom, turn it into an 8-bedroom on campus, it's, again, you're not going to run an 8-bedroom home in a non-campus area, but you don't really have the diminishing returns per unit. It's kind of the same thing we're seeing here in this area. Is surprisingly enough, like you would think 2 bedrooms demand a premium per bedroom price above like a 3 and 4 bedroom. It's just not the case. Because supply and demand. There's more people, more families now looking for a 3 or 4 bedroom home than there are singles or newer families, smaller families looking for a 2-bedroom home. And so the price per bedroom stays about the same. So if you're able to add you buy a 2 and 2 and you add a additional bedroom for $50K, all of a sudden you just increased your rent roll by a third. So anyways, probably enough real estate talk, but it is, I'm not just saying it is, and it's not like I'm deep in the real estate streets. I have a couple investment properties, but I've never seen anything remotely close to this in my life on real estate. It is the closest thing I compare it to is people selling into WETH bids in an NFT collection, and half the collectors just continuing to undercut each other. But
Hey, Cap, also
yes,
worth
sir.
mentioning. I don't know if you saw. Yes, I think it was yesterday or Wednesday. DeSantis officially said that he wants to put up for vote in the state of Florida the removal of real estate tax, not real estate tax, property taxes, because if you own your home, you should own your home. So I don't know if or when that's going to come up for vote, but I know it's been a topic that's been talked about, which is obviously just going to create a larger influx of people wanting to move to Florida if we eliminate property taxes. Because, I mean, the reality is like if you spend 20 to 30 years, you know, you buy a house for $500,000, 20 to 30 years of paying a mortgage, right? Sometimes you're paying double what you paid for the actual house with interest. But then when it's all said and done, you're still paying property taxes, right?
Yep.
Like I've got a friend who moved from Boston, former policeman, retired here in Fort Lauderdale, bought his house cash when he moved here, but now he's got to get a job because he can't afford the property taxes.
Property taxes and insurance is not coming down. So it is, yeah, there is, you own something, but there is real expense into keeping it. Yeah, I would be for elimination of property taxes as well. And
yeah, I'd be fine with a system where once your mortgage is paid off, then your property taxes end, right? Like I think there needs to be some balance, right? You got to collect some money. So if it's like, you know, you pay property taxes until your mortgage is paid off and then your property taxes end, I'd probably vote for that. I don't know if we could abolish it completely where like you don't pay it at all, because obviously you need, you know, the cities and counties need some of that money. But I definitely think there needs to be a system where once you're done, once you pay your house off, you shouldn't be paying anything for your house anymore. You should own the land. You should own the home. It's yours. It's paid off.
freedoms. Jimbert says Safety Harbor is really nice as well. Lived there a few years ago. I agree. That's so the spots I'm looking are Dunedin, Safety Harbor, St. Pete, maybe Palm Harbor, basically everywhere around Clearwater. Again, no offense to anyone that's a Clearwater native, but yeah, good stuff. We need the property tax savings to pay for insurance. Yeah, it is, especially if you live in a flood zone. So it's like there's a lot to consider. Do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a real estate agent. I'm just a degen making WETH bids. That's all. Joey, I don't know how have you been dialed in. We probably should have spent a few seconds in the cold open talking. Worse than house insurance is car insurance. I can attest to that. Car insurance in Florida is insane.
I have a car insurance story to tell you real quick.
It's insane. It is
how
insane.
bad it is.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's
So
insane. For the savings I thought, oh my God, I'm going to have so much extra money because I don't have to pay state income tax. Any bit of savings and then some has went into increased car insurance here.
Yeah, Florida. I mean, for those that don't know, Florida's a no-fault state.
Do you have like a rant for like 90 seconds? Can I refill my coffee?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'll be right back.
So, for those that don't know, Florida is like a no-fault state when it comes to car insurance, and we have like the highest percentage of uninsured motorists. So all of us that have insurance pay for all the uninsured motorists essentially. But recently, I switched to Progressive, and they quoted me $1,900 every 6 months. I was like, okay, cool, great savings. After my 6 months, they hit me with an increase to $3,100. So a $1,200 increase. And I politely asked, why did my insurance increase by $1,200? They're like, oh, well, when you first signed up, we gave you a paperless statement discount. And I was like, but I'm still paperless. And they said, well, sorry, it was only a one-time discount. So obviously I immediately went and looked for another insurance that wasn't going to try to scam me out of $1,200. But on top of that, I haven't filed an insurance claim, a car insurance claim, in probably 8 to 10 years. And I recently just tried to file one because the paint got damaged on our Tesla. So I've been paying, you know, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 in car insurance, $100,000 in car insurance over the last, you know, whatever it is, however many years. And when I finally go to file a claim, they denied it. So it's incredible to me how much money I've paid into my car insurance, never had to use, and then when I wanted to use it, I wasn't allowed to use it. So yeah, car insurance, big scam. But I guess what's the alternative, right? not have car insurance, and if you don't have car insurance and something does happen, you're paying out of pocket. But I was really frustrated
Pay out
after.
of pocket, straight to jail you go.
Yeah.
The coffee's brewing, so I will step away here in a sec. But yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm not going to go on the rant. My ex totaled 2 cars while she was on my policy. So and I have 2 drivers under the age of 25, and yeah, it's absurd. But
Yeah, the part you missed when you were gone was I haven't had an insurance claim in 8 years. So I've been paying all this car insurance for 8 years. And then when I finally submitted a claim, they declined it.
Jambert says he pays $65 in Ohio. It will be 100% double when I move there. I would give a kidney to pay $130 a month in car insurance. Mine is at one point. This is not an exaggeration. At one point, when I had more cars on there, and so 225 plus my ex, no joke, not an exaggeration. It was 10 times that doubled amount. Not 130. It was 10 times that amount on a monthly basis. It was insane. Now it's down from that now because I just made some changes, and even though again. I digress. Enough insurance talk this morning. I don't want to bring everyone out. It's a Friday. It's acquisition season. Joey, did you see the news yesterday? We got Pudgy Penguins heading home to OpenSea, whatever that means. No one knows, but it's provocative. I'm guessing there's probably some shipment for anyone that's holding Pudgies and little Pudgies, and they're probably going to get some C at TGE. If they take from they're just further diluting my OpenSea bags. Which, by the way, this morning's farm is a Polygon NFT. Shout out to our guy, Steve, #1 on Polygon. He's a Polygon KOL, Polygon influencer. He was out in the chat a little bit ago. Also a little under the weather. So everyone go send Steve some feel better. He is having the no carb flu or low carb flu. I'm sure Joey probably knows something about that, but yeah.
That's a new one for me. The low carb flu.
Yeah. I've done like ketosis before. So I kind of know. I didn't feel like full blown flu to me, but if you cold turkey cut carbs entirely, like it can make you feel a little different for a few days for sure. But did you see the talking acquisitions before we get our guests here this morning? Did you see the heavy metal acquisition? Thoughts on that?
I did. Heavy metal is one of those things. I kind of said it. I said it yesterday in the war room. I don't get the IP. Like I don't get the game. Like I don't understand what they're gonna do with it. It just doesn't do like the IP itself just does nothing for me. Like these weird robot looking things. Like I don't know. I mean, I feel like it was one of those just. I don't know. It's like you talked about the other day with the meta heroes and like how they just kept introducing things. I never understood the point of heavy metals. Like I felt like it was just, what was the point? I think it's a nothing burger. Maybe it turns into something if they build out a game, I guess, or somehow integrate it somewhere. But I mean, it just doesn't do anything for me. Like I don't see that. What do you think about the IP? Like, do you think they're cool?
I mean, it's not. I don't think it's not something like, oh, this is cool. Like I have to have this. Probably should have bought on the announcement news. I didn't see it until this morning, unfortunately. But
were they? How much did the floor pump?
I thought it pumped a bit, but
I know. Was it like 0.02 or 0.03, like pre-announcement?
Yeah, we'll do a market update here in a second. Yeah, holy shit! Did they pump? Holy moly, did they pump? Look at this.
I think Croc said he bought one at like 03 or 04.
Yeah, they're up 200% in 24 hours. So I can't do that math backwards in my head.
Wait, let me open my screen bigger so I can see.
0.02, they go from 0.02 to 0.06. Is that right? Is that correct math?
Yeah, that's 200%.
So yeah, big move up on the news. It even went higher. You can see on the chart here. It popped up to, looks like 0.077 before a little bit of a sell-off. We had some individual sales all the way up to 0.086.
I mean, it's crazy to me to see that. And all it was an acquisition. Like it's not like, hey, we're acquiring this and we're gonna do this.
Well, yes, and it's an acquisition, but it's an acquisition by a literal billionaire and someone who's been a Gabe 8-bit is a very vocal gamer. He has been extremely critical of Yuga in the collection. I think he was organizing a class action lawsuit, I believe. Tells me someone who's very passionate about this. Like, could he just been because he's a huge bag hoarder? Potentially. But an acquisition without an announcement, but they're going to do something with it. It's just that you got someone with for all intents and purposes unlimited capital, for at least for this space, and someone who's very deep in gaming, very passionate about this collection. I didn't necessarily enjoy the game, the cleaning of poop off the floors. I did it for a little bit, sold my heavy metal, and moved on. What I thought was cool, what they never got to, was the evolution, right? Like if you can think, and maybe they do this, maybe they don't. I don't know. I have not talked to Adam. We'll see if we can get him on the show. What I think was cool was when they had the roadmap of, they showed the pictures of like the evolution of these mechs. That's me. You could do something with it. You could build that into a fun game. It's going to take work. Like, it's not just in its current state. Is it, something that's going to get me all excited? But congratulations on the pump. I hope they hold. If it dips back further, I'd probably enter the ecosystem, because here's the other thing. Not only do you have it now owned by someone who's deep in gaming and a literal billionaire, they're going to be another side. If and when Yuga does drop another token, highly likely that heavy metals get allocation. In fact, I would be shocked if they don't get allocation. Adam is as deep or as connected in that ecosystem as anyone that's not a founder, or like, I would say an employee. I would say he's probably more connected and has more say than most of the employees at Yuga, other than Garga and Gordon. He's a big supporter, and I'm not saying he's calling the shots, but he definitely has a seat at the table for the amount of money he's put in. If you weren't aware, Adam, who just bought this collection, was also the individual who bought the key, the 1-of-1 key, which turned into the 1-of-1 heavy metal. He bought it from Mongrel, the Fortnite Pro. He bought it for $1 million. So I don't know what the terms of this were, but I think good move. It's good to see life for the collectors, right? I think that's the thing that excites me, is those, whether you are someone like Gabe 8-bit, who was really, really deep into the ecosystem, or someone who just had a few of these. Like, it gives a hope. Like, and it doesn't guarantee Moonbird's success, as we've seen with Spencer. There's been a lot of these. I will actually pull up a post here in a second. You may not even be aware of all these acquisitions we've seen lately. Like, everyone, think of acquisitions in NFTs, you think of Luca and Pudgy's, obviously. Really far more than that. I'll pull up J-Bon's post here. Just did it.
While you're looking that up, speaking of gaming, I was very critical of Pudgy Party and how it's basically just a reskinned Fall Guys, but I've been playing it every day.
Not only reskin Fall Guys, dude. I don't know if you've seen what some of those rare skins are going for. They nailed it. Like,
wait, you could sell the skins?
Yeah, they're going for like $1,000.
Wait. So I guess I haven't gotten that deep into it. I know that, like, I've unlocked a bunch of them already, and I've placed on the leaderboard and earning all this stuff.
You should check. Like, some of the rarest ones literally are selling for thousands of dollars. It's wild, man. Like, they nailed it. They nailed it. No one. This is like, you're even in this. You're in crypto every day. You show up. You don't even know where there's NFTs in the game yet. Like, this is how you do on the game. This is how you do.
I thought I was just signing. I thought it was going to be like a normal mobile game. Like, I didn't realize. So I have a wallet.
Yeah, social login. Like, it is. Yeah, Mel. If you were deep into Fall Guys, you need to download Pudgy Party today and start playing. Like, it's
a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. I'm not even a gamer. I played it casually a couple times, had fun doing it. If I have some time this weekend, now that I'm done moving, I may just what should I, like, other than sauna, what should I do for recovery? I'm not even kidding, and this will be my last rant on my my old man pain from moving. What should I do to heal my scrape? Here's one thing I'm doing tonight. I'm going to go find, this is going to sound funny. Do not clip this. Don't take this out of context. I'm going to go find some Vaseline today. And tonight when I go to bed, I'm coating my hands in Vaseline and putting socks on my hands. Everyone ever did this? I used to get really dry hands in the Midwest as a kid. So I would coat my hands in Vaseline, put socks on overnight, and I'd wake up and they'd be smooth as butter. So tonight I'm coating my hands in Vaseline and going to sleep with socks on both hands. What else should I do for recovery? I'm like sore. I've got scrapes and cuts and bruises all over my body. What's my best recovery other than
if it's inflammation, I mean, I'll take it. If I have like inflammation soreness, I'll take 800 milligrams of ibuprofen.
I don't do ibuprofen. I'll do some cannabis, but yeah, I'm not.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, I would say like for like inflammation, it's cold plunge. I mean, the sauna is not going to help with inflammation. You could do cryo or cold plunge if you've got like soreness and inflammation. That's going to be the best method. Sauna is not really like I mean, sauna, I mean, even hot tub, you can do an Epsom salt bath. An Epsom salt bath would probably be really good. I look
at a shower here. Do they offer the salt baths publicly anywhere? Is that a service anyone offers?
I'm trying to think if there's a
Turkish spa.
You'd have to go to
as long as it's not the Kill Tony bathhouse. I don't know if anyone's seen the new Kill Tony special, but I'm like somewhat scared of going to a bathhouse after hearing watching the most recent Kill Tony special, the Netflix special. Do you see this?
No, I haven't seen it. Which one is this?
There's a new one where his co-hosts are Matt Rife and someone else. I can't remember the second co-host, but he tells a story, like a true life story of him going to a bathhouse in New York recently. And I'm just going to say it. Steve's on the show. Like someone they have a Thursday men's day and he's sitting there and like, I'm probably going to spoil a little bit, but it's not a bit. I don't believe. I think he really experienced this. He goes to this Turkish bathhouse in New York City and a Thursday men's day. And he'd been there before, apparently multiple times, but just never been on a Thursday men's day. Well, on Thursday men's day, it's just men in the sauna from like 1 to 5. And he looks over and this guy's jerking off. And he says something. Come find out he's the weirdo for having an issue with the guy jerking off in the men's sauna. Like I have like now a fear of like that's not my journey. I'm not into those kind of men's.
I don't know if that's appropriate. I mean,
Steve is gonna like last time he checks out for a day. That we are way off the rails on cold open coffee.
We have Wilton Manors is out east in Fort Lauderdale. It's a very large gay neighborhood. They have a bathhouse that's not a bathhouse.
I don't know why I find this so funny this morning. We went from talking about Vaseline to gay bathhouse for men. Like, these are true stories, though. Go watch the Kill Tony special. I'm not making this stuff up. Back to Web3 happenings. Dorn is excited for the Evo art to come out and passionate people leading the charge with him. The collection deserves it. I agree. Metal does not do bathhouses. Find yourself another Web3 show that can go from Evo art on heavy metals to Turkish bathhouse.
Wait, can we go back to this Pudgy Party thing about Can we go back to this Pudgy Party thing about?
Yes. Thanks for keeping everyone safe, Joey.
While my children are playing the drums and throwing toys around in the background. So wait a minute. So let me understand this. So I did my social sign on with Pudgy Party. I'm playing games. I'm earning achievements. I'm unlocking skins. Where are these skins selling? Is there a what marketplace are they connected to?
Good question. Let me see if I can find while I went to go look, I'm going to share a post from Easy right now. So hold that thought. I just want to share this so it's top of mind. I'll just be real brief because I did mention rate cuts earlier. I checked Polymarket, which were well over 80%. CME is now saying 99% of a rate cut on September 17th. It is happening, folks. This is the news. Like I probably, after the show today, I'm probably making those moves I talked about doing before the 17th. I can't imagine. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm going to go out online and say, I'm a betting man. I'm going to bet that CME, this Fed Watch tool, has never projected a 99% chance of a rate cut and it not happen. Like it is programmed. If it's not already priced in, it's going to be very soon. In fact, if you want to get some odds right now on Polymarket, it's still showing that's combined. Combined. That's up this morning from when Von Frunten shared, because that's combined 98%. So yeah, we're getting a rate cut. He says still has the odds at 89%. The combined odds are 98% though. Nearly 10% chance of basically 2 rate cuts, 50 basis points. We're getting a rate cut. We're getting a rate cut in 12 days. It's going to happen, and hopefully we resume up only season. But back to Pudgy Party. And then I want to talk about the J-Bond post as well. But let me see if I can find it.
If I wasn't on my mobile phone right now, I'd probably open up Pudgy Party and start exploring. But like, whatever they're doing, I really don't. I've looked in the settings. I haven't seen anything. So, however they're doing this, maybe I need to create. I don't have a mythical account.
That's it.
So
That's probably it. Yep, because it is on Mythical, which is a polka dot chain. So I'm sure that's where these things are being traded. But here is A Raven Ape just posted this Pudgy Party supply holders and floor price update. Big winners in the last 24 hours. I think some people started coming to the same conclusion. The total possible maxed out of Tongues would be extremely small, even smaller than Power Pudgy if people combine them all into T4 cards. I was attempting to load up at $2, but only got filled for $7. So here's the thing. Supply of Power Pudgy. There's a 250 max. There's currently 110. There's 80 holders. Floor price is $1,500. Tongue, we don't know. Right now the supply is $1,430. $1,293.
Well, because the tongue you get from inviting 5 friends. So you have to invite 5 friends. I'm pretty sure that's the one that you get. Tongue is the one you get if you could invite 5 friends. So it's limited based on how many people have 5 friends that are willing to pay Pudgy Party.
This is it, man. This is Web3 gaming. This is how it's done. Extremely well done to the Pudgy team. Extremely well done to the Polkadot team, the Play Mythical team. They're getting people to play a game because it's fun. Who cares if it's a reskin of Fall Guys? It was a fun game. What they've done is they've made it better by bringing it on chain. This is the point. It's like we talk about SBS fantasy football. It's better because it's on chain. Our friend Steve, who had a good draft the other night, that was I don't remember, it was a Hall of Fame or jackpot. One of the juiced up drafts.
They got a jackpot.
He's going to be able to sell that card if he wants. He doesn't have to win the tournament to be a profitable play. Just like here, you don't have to go win a Pudgy Party tournament. You can just play the game, collect some skins, and you can sell the skin for anywhere from $2 to $1,500. You invite 5 friends, you get a skin that's worth $5. That may not get crypto people excited for a $5, freebie. Most normies pay $5 to $10 to play these mobile games. They buy stuff. So imagine when and here you can buy power-ups, but imagine when they start realizing that, oh my gosh, I can actually sell this thing. Like, it's just, this is extremely well done.
I'm going to admit that I spent $10 on the season pass. So because
what did that get you? What did the $10 season pass?
So like it's very similar to like Call of Duty and Fortnite, right? So you can play for free, and then you unlock there's like a timeline of things you unlock based on achievements for free. Then there's a second timeline of things that unlock if you pay for the season pass. So I wanted to see, I want the full experience, right? The pro pass was $9.99. I wanted the full experience, right? I wanted to see what I would get for $10, right? Like, what is it worth it? How does it compete? So I paid the $10, and now it just, I'm unlocking more things as I earn more fish, right? So there's different things you earn within the game, right? Like as you're racing and playing, there's purple fish and goldfish that you collect. And then there's cards that you earn, which allow you to level up your individual characters. And I will say the thing that's different about this versus Fall Guys is in Fall Guys, every character is equal, right? So like unless I'm not remembering correctly, I don't remember the Fall Guys characters having stats like speed, jump, health, weight. I don't remember that. I just remember that your characters were all just based on like skins, like who you thought were cool. In this one, which is interesting, is all the different characters have different statistics. Some are faster, some jump higher, some are heavier, right? Some have more health. So like if you have a heavy character, you're not going to be easily knocked off the map in one of the games where the goal is to knock each other off. If it's a straight race and you have a slower character. So and you can continue to rank those characters up, and you can unlock more abilities for those characters. And so it's really fun. It is a reskin of Fall Guys, but it's fun. Like as a Pudgy holder and a Pudgy fan, I can see myself, like my kids watch me play. They love it. They get so excited. Like I unlocked this one. She's called like Miss Flurry. So she looks like an ice queen. My daughter's like, that's Elsa, right? And loves it. So they're a little young to understand how to play, but I could totally see, gaming age kids playing this game with their parents, because you could also start a private party. So like you can get some people together and have your own little private races. So if you and your wife or husband and your kids and whoever all are playing, you can sit there and all race together. So it's very well done. It's very smooth to play. Like I have no issues with the controls. I'm lucky that I have a Galaxy Z Fold, so it's really big and easy to use versus like a tiny phone. But I think Riggs said that he actually Bluetoothed his gaming controller to his phone and was using an actual controller instead of the screen. So I know this isn't from Pudgy Penguins, right? This is a licensed deal from Mythical or what, however it worked. But this is between the NASCAR, Pudgy Party, and I don't know if you saw that they were also on Broadway. I posted it in the War Room from Instagram. Apparently, for the release of the game, they had a tongue like in New York City to promote the game on Broadway or something. Like there's the videos. If you go to the War Room, I posted it this morning. So they're cooking right now.
Payne did say you do have to connect your Mythical wallet. You also do have to KYC. So I that's going to be the norm going forward, though. I just think that's going to be, they can ask for this stuff. If you want free stuff, you want to cash your stuff out, many of them are going to ask you to KYC because they want more information on you. It's a give and take, but I think this is the way they get people playing a fun game. I got pulled up here too. It says it's better because it's Pudgy, and when they incorporate Pingu prizes into this or Pudgy NFTs, even people go nuts. But even without that stuff, you're right. People really are vibing. This is the thing. It's like most people are having fun and talking about it, and there's not been a leaderboard yet. There's not been Pingu prizes. There's not been NFT prizes. Like imagine when they do a tournament that the winner wins a big Pudgy. Like I would imagine that's coming right now. It's just organic playing, and people discovered without them even announcing it that you can sell these skins. Right? It's just like this is I think the future of Web3 gaming. And you think about this and off the grid, like it's happening. Like what we've thought about for years is finally come to fruition.
Yeah, but this is exactly what we've talked about, but what has not been built, right? Like in the past, everybody was trying to build games on chain.
We just got coffee with Captain Pump. Pudgy Party, Mythical Games, Polkadot, if you're listening, we have some sponsorship slots open. We'd only get a professional gamer and Mel to sign up. She won her first race. Before you get too excited, Mel, I also won my first race as a non-pro gamer and with beat up hands. So it's very friendly for your first couple races. But yeah, if you want to win the big stuff, I think you probably have an edge over myself.
But like this is, for years now, people have been trying to build on-chain games, right? Like games that are literally on the blockchain. And I'm not the only person that said this. The game doesn't need to be on the blockchain to be an on-chain game, right? Like this is a perfect example. You go to your app store, you download the game, and you can just play. But if you want to create a Mythical account and connect it, you then have your assets on chain to buy, sell, and trade, right? Like this is the way. The way isn't like, you have to sign in with your wallet and every move you make is a transaction and someone has to sponsor the gas and like, and that's why like games like, I never played it, but that's why games like, what was it? Wool Game you know, like never survived because like every time you did an action, you had to sign a transaction or pay like a gas fee.
Yeah, the tech really has come a long way. We've made big strides, and now, by the way, back to the rate cuts real quick. That jumped 2x this morning. It went from like 5.5%, 5% to 11% now on the 50 bips cut in September. I think we're getting 2 cuts. I think we're getting 50 bips. I think it's happening. If not September, I feel convinced we're getting at least 2, if not 3 rate cuts before the end of the year. I think we're going to get a September, November, and December rate cut is my
How do you
take.
think we're going to finish the year?
3 rate cuts between now and then.
Well, what I'm saying, like, where do you think interest rates will be though?
75 bips down from where they are. I think we'll get a total of 75 bips cut between now and the end of the year. I don't know what the current rate is. I don't care. I care where it's going, not where it's at. Real quick, we do have our special guest joining us in the green room. We'll bring you up here on stage soon. I just want to hit. I mentioned I would share J-Bon's post. And we tease everyone with acquisition season. So I at least want to hit this real quick, spend a minute or two on it, and then we'll do a quick market update. J-Bon says acquisitions are normal, but it's only in NFTs where I see community members step up and acquire projects they love. Luca did it for Pudgy. Sergito did it for Meebits. Poppy did it for Quirkies. Adam and Gabe did it for Heavy Metals. Testament to NFTs is not only great for establishing a high value network, as the current leads come from the community first. Also makes NFTs. That NFTs make a lot of us overly invested in them, whether financially or emotionally. That overinvestment, coupled with financial means and best interests for the success of the project, is a potent means to turn the project around. Luca laid the blueprint for Pudgy. Something tells me the rest of the people in this list can make a positive impact the projects they acquired. Congratulations to all, in particular the ones Poppy, Adam, and Gabe, who just acquired those recently. And excited to see what can happen. And part of that blueprint very well could be on-chain gaming the right way. And this is, again, where you're playing a fun mobile game, even if it's a reskin, when you add these other on-chain elements, it makes it exciting. And Toot says, thinks with it being an Apple App Store is a better move than Yuga with Otherside website. In the end, Otherside can be huge, but Apple App Store is smart. It's too early for Otherside to go in the App Store, but I think I wouldn't be surprised that someday Otherside, not a mobile game. There could be some connection there, but I hear you. And App Store, great for discoverability, but it doesn't, just getting an App Store doesn't guarantee success. I think this element,
it has to be fun.
It's gotta be fun. And I think the on-chain element like this, where the game doesn't need to be on-chain, the assets on-chain though makes sense. And I'm forgetting who said it. Someone mentioned in the chat about my chat just refreshed on me. I think it was Zook in the chat just mentioned. I'm sorry, Zonko in the chat just mentioned. I think of myself as a professional JPEG enjoyer, and I actually think the heavy metal art is badass. They will be perfect for mini games or something like that. Imagine something like Galaga or Dig Dug. They're the perfect silhouette. And yeah, I could too see a fun, enjoyable mobile game with with these elements. A game not on chain, but the assets are. And I think this is the path. This is the playbook. It's early. It's very early. Don't go out there and just buy these. Don't buy a $15 in-game skin expecting to flip it for 10x. You want to start, maybe you can buy the season pass for, you said it was $10, Joey?
Yeah, the pro pass was $9.99, which unlocked a whole bunch of other stuff. Like it unlocked some other skins and coins that you can spend, and yeah.
Yeah, and there is, you also can grind for free. There was Opportunist says, love Pudgy Party, no pass, grind only, unlock stuff for free. It's got a legendary Tim. Congrats on that. And yeah, so it is these mechanics where you can play for free, you can grind the game, or you can, take some short pass by leveling up, either or. But let's do this. I want to play in a quick market update, and then we'll get into our 8 chain. Yes, go ahead.
I'm going to go get ready for the gym and jump down. Thanks for letting me hang out.
No, yeah, thanks for joining me. Really appreciate it. Always a pleasure, and appreciate the
good luck with the recovery.
Thank you, sir.
Remember, you're not 35 anymore.
This is true. I don't need the reminder, but I got a very real reminder. Like, I sometimes think I'm invincible, at least as it relates to aging, and got a very real reminder this week that I am, in fact, not 35 anymore. And the recovery it's a little more painful, takes a little longer. But let's do this quick daily market update. Then we'll get into our 8 chain architects. We running back from Monday. This is our
The deadly market update straight to your brain. Powered by ApeCoin, no hype, just gains. Moving on 8 chain, we bringing the heat. NFTs, fence alpha, never miss a beat. 8 chain on top, now we bringing the flex. The home of NFTs, these now what's next? Come on, my head top, but you want the time to chop off for one time.
This is the Daily Market Update brought to you by ApeChain. ApeChain, the home of NFTs, Other Side, the badge collection for Coffee with Captain badge collectors. That code today will go out via email newsletter. If you've not yet signed up for the newsletter, go hit that at coffeewithcaptain.com. We don't spam you. It's just a once a week newsletter. You get the update from the week, the links to the shows, as well as the Friday claim code. So our collectors out there that have been collecting, you're not going to want to miss this. We've got several $1,000, several 10,000 ape to be exact, on the line for our participants. We'll have 100 ape to give away to a winner today. We may let our guests choose how we determine who that winner is here in a bit, but more on that soon. We want to get to our daily market update and then to our special guest without further ado. Starting with NFTs today, we are just looking at heavy metals. They are far and away leaders, up nearly 200% on the day following the acquisition from Adam Weitsman and 8-Bit Gabe, up to a 0.06 for full hour price. Moonbirds down, are basically flat, 2.89. Little Pudgies up 2%, 2.89% to 1.1. Bigs up are flat at 9.8. Artbox, some volume there. Mutants down 3% to 1.35. Heavy metals, we mentioned. Web3 Playboys, congratulations to all the mentors. We got, I think, a couple freebies yesterday. Congrats on those hitters. And 10 allow list. This minute at 0.03, so it's showing down on the day, but a nice 2x for mentors still. And if you sold the top there, even more than that. But congratulations to the Web3 Playboys team and a min out and a nice run in the floor price. Checks up 1% on the day to 0.28. V1 CryptoPunks pulled back to 3.49, down 3%. Not sure what. Excuse me, that's rare. I felt like Steve with getting a Stevie on out this morning. That's in honor of Steve. My apologies. Test NFT, no idea. I did see there is the Polygon farm for OpenSea this morning. I expected that to be popping, but not showing here. I do think maybe I don't know. I don't know why that's not popping, but there's an active OpenSea farm for I think a $5 NFT on Polygon. So that's showing some volume. Meme coins up across the board. Meme Core, a new one for me to see. It's a $2.86 billion market cap. The ticker M, up 32% on the day. Pingu up 1%. Trump up 1%. Pepe up 2%. Shiba up 1%, and Doge up 1% as well. And majors. Bitcoin leading the way up 2% to 112,911. ETH up 1% to 444.58. XRP up 1%. Solana flat at 207. Doge up 1%, and Cardano, the stable coin, between 80 and 85. That's our daily market update brought to you by ApeChain. ApeChain off top. We're going to roll right in to our next segment so we keep things moving here. We've got a special Friday rendition of our ApeChain architects. Excited to share this one. And again, stay tuned for the determination of our $100 winner today.
Blah, blah, blah. We pave the way. ApeChain architects lead the way. We spark the flame, ignite the chain. ApeChain architects, remember the day.
We've got our special guest joining us here from Case.fun. I should have asked pre-show. I didn't. Welcome. Are we docs, at least name docs behind the account this morning? Should I refer to you by name or Case.fun? GM.
GM, sir. Thank you for having me on. You can just refer to me as Mario Case.fun.
Okay.
Either is fine.
Got it. So we do have Mario from Case.fun team joining us here this morning. Not to put you on the spot, but somehow between now and 9:30-ish, I need you to help us determine how we're going to pick our 100 ape winner for our badge collection challenge today. We basically, to bring you up to speed real quick, we've got in partnership with ApeChain and OtherPage. You can head to otherpage.com, not claim today because that claim code is going to come out via the newsletter. As I said, head to coffeewithcaptain.com and sign up for the newsletter. But our Coffee with Captain community over there, a leading community on OtherPage, I should say. We've made it all the way up to number 2 in the OtherPage ranks. 525 members here in just a few days, nearly pushing 2,000 claims of these badges. You're going to want to collect all those. We're giving away 100 ape every day for the few weeks. And then at the end, we're going to draw some winners that, going to win a few thousand ape. So again, don't want to miss that. Stay tuned for the code and email today. But yeah, for our daily winner, Mario will sometimes be thinking of something on how we want to pick today's winner for the 100 ape as part of that challenge. That said, GM, thanks for joining us. Before we get into Case.fun, do you mind giving us a brief intro? Tell us as much or as little as you'd like to share about yourself, your background, and what brought you into Web3 and in particular Case.fun.
Yeah, sure. I think I joined crypto back in 2017, kind of before the whole Web3 thing kind of started, I guess. Got excited about Bitcoin initially, then got into Ethereum and kind of went through the whole DeFi summer of 2020. Got my first NFT, was a crypto kitty back then. That was pretty cool. Messed up the whole blockchain. Nothing worked. But yeah, it was pretty cool times. Kind of stuck around this industry. Gained a lot of experience when it comes to what to do and what not to do. Met a lot of cool people. At some point, I think it was like 2 or almost, no, even more than that, probably 3 to 4 years now back, I met the people that are building with me Case.fun right now. We worked on a different project before that. Now we launched Case.fun around 7 to 8 weeks ago, initially on base, and today, officially, just a couple of minutes ago, we pushed the launch for ApeChain.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. I do want to talk Case.fun, but before we go there, why the move? Just 7 weeks ago, launch on base. What brought you to ApeChain? And it's a pretty big move just 7 weeks in. What inspired that?
Yeah. So to be fair, like Case.fun is technically, that's our vision. It is a multi-chain project. It's not really, but it can apply to any chain, any ecosystem out there. That's kind of why we are planning on launching on multiple chains as well. And why ApeChain specifically? The initial contact came through Simple Farmer, who was a good friend of ours. He was actually one of our power users on our old project, so we have some history with him.
Legend.
And yeah,
big fans of Simple Farmer here on the show.
He is, yeah, he's a legend, definitely. And
does he sleep? I don't know if I know he's on a different time zone than I, but
it's funny. I actually,
he either has a team of like a dozen ninjas that work with him, or the guy like runs on 2 hours of sleep, I think.
Yeah, it's funny because I moved last year into a completely different time zone, like 6-hour change, and he still seems to be available at the same times like he was before. So it's like, I don't know, like you said, does he sleep at all? I have no idea. It's a mystery to me as well. He's definitely a legend, that's for sure.
Quick digression. Croc asked for the code for 9.4. I think it was CWC4 yesterday. I'm sorry, I was out of pocket. If I'm wrong there and anyone remembers the code for yesterday's claim, if you missed it though, and I don't get it to you, go sign up for the newsletter. And Croc, that'll be each of the codes will be included in there in addition for the link for today. But back to the regular schedule programming. Yes, Simple Farmer legend, big fan, and love to hear those connections. So yeah, let's dive into it. Tell us about Case.fun. What do the people need to know?
Yeah, sure. So one sec, I gotta open the door. Somebody just came in. 1 second, sorry. So
I was say while you're pull up the announcement here, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, all good. So Case.fun is basically a way to incentivize trading on chain or any on-chain activity therefore. So what we started out with is swapping, right? So think of cases in games like Counter-Strike or other games where you can win cases for playing the game, right? And what we're doing is we're bringing that principle to the crypto game. So when you play the crypto game, you get rewarded for it with these cases, which you can then open, and these cases can have anything from token rewards to NFTs, or even down the road we're planning on bringing on skins from Counter-Strike Go, or even Pokemon cards, reward assets. And you open these cases and you win these rewards, and that's basically the gist of it. So it's pretty straightforward.
Very cool. So gamifying DeFi. I mean, essentially, we talk a lot about farms and farming pre-TGs. It's a way to get rewarded for doing things on chain, doing things like swapping tokens that you might already be doing. I think we mentioned the OpenSea farm a bit ago. You could go swap a $5 Solana coin this morning and get some points, or you could do a swap on Case.fun and get a case that could have a variety of things in it. Gamifying DeFi sounds as we were just talking mobile gaming, and I think of almost all of crypto as like a massive MMO. It's gamified financial markets, and I think this just makes sense. This is I love to see it, and I think we'll see more and more. Like, how are you going to differentiate yourself from the current dexes or hyperliquids kind of taking over the world? This is one way. This is a way to be unique, and again, make it fun. Give people something to come back and do and trade daily. Not force them to, but give them incentives to trade on your platform that are beyond just points or a TGE, because this is sustainable, right? This is scalable far beyond any token generation event, and love to see it. So you said multi-chain is the focus. Currently live then on Base and ApeChain. Is that correct? What does the future hold for Case.fun?
Yeah, that's correct. Base was the initial launch, and now since today we're live on ApeChain, and the future, like I said, is multi-chain. We have already a couple other chains that we're talking with that are interested in our protocol launching over there. It can be anything from them wanting us to launch their points campaign, where instead of just giving points out randomly, people would come in and buy these cases and then get a random amount of points that way, or as we do with the trading, they can come in and they get rewarded for certain on-chain activities. So yeah, there's definitely a big interest because we had some good traction on Base initially, and we're hoping that on ApeChain, I mean, I've known a couple of spaces so far, and the community has been very, very crazy, very engaged. So I'm hoping, or our team is hoping that we can recreate the success of it on Base, and even go even further with that.
Love it. I love it. Glad to see you on ApeChain. Love the team over there. Love what they're doing. As I mentioned, Simple Farmer, absolute legend. And I know you're tugging on his heartstrings too with the DeFi elements here. So if someone is like new, if someone's like, oh, I don't do that much trading, I'm not deep in the DeFi streets, like what would you recommend for them to get started? Like I'm listening, they want to go rip some crates. The app is actually even the UX UI here. I'll show it on screen in a sec. This for those that aren't in front of your desktop. Where should someone start? Like what is like, okay, I want to play the game today. I want to rip some packs. What would you recommend to getting started for someone who's listening in and wants to go get some of those free cases?
Sure. So first thing you should do is, if you're on ApeChain, obviously make sure that your wallet is connected to ApeChain. That way, you see all the stuff that's happening on ApeChain. And then once you do that, there's two options that you have. One of it is that you can either go to the swap page, which is just like a regular DEX interface, if you will, where you can swap token A for token B, and then each swap has to be in a certain volume. So every case that we drops under a certain volume threshold that you have to make. But once you cross that threshold, there's a 1 in 3 chance for you that you drop a case that way. And you can do that, if you say, I just want to swap, $500 of ape for peanuts. Peanuts is like the first pair that we launch with our launch partners. If you do that anyway, come to us, and then you have the chance of the case dropping if you want to do that. Sorry, go ahead. You wanted to?
I was just saying, love the Peanuts tie-in. Love Rita and team. Big fans of Rita as well. So partnering with a couple legends from the jump.
Yeah, from the get-go. Yeah, that was all Simple Farmers doing. So shout out to him as well. And yeah, that's one way of doing it. But the other way that we just introduced, and it's only live on ApeChain right now, is the multi-swap feature. So what that does is, so you as a user, you basically just come in and you click on the case that you want, and then there's a pop-up that comes, and that pop-up allows you then to choose how many cases you want to buy. And that's basically it, right? And that's all you have to do. And then in the background, our system does all the swapping for you. So all the swapping still happens on chain, creates the volume. And but for you as a user, you just want to rip open some cases. That's probably the easiest way to start. And you find that if you, since I see you live now, just go to inventory, to market. And then just click on one of the cases, multi-swap. Perfect. Yeah, and then all you have to do is select the amount. The max number you can do right now is
I gotta load up some WAPE or some wrapped ape. I don't have any wrapped ape.
Yeah, you need wrapped ape or peanuts. It can be either token, since that's where the swap is happening. So it always depends on which pair we support, right? If the pair is wrapped ape peanuts, these are the two tokens you need. If it's something else, then you need these tokens to trade.
I'll go wrap some ape real quick and be right back. But yeah, so you got the two different cases. What's the difference between the monkey business case and the Banana Bucks case?
So we basically have different tiered cases. So the monkey business case would be the more valuable case, but it also means that you would have to do more swapping volume, which obviously makes it a little bit more expensive, because you pay more in trading fees, and also the key to open the case will be a little bit more expensive. But for that, you get higher rewards. So
for instance, am I reading this right? One of the legendary rewards, 0.05% chance, but it's 2,000 USD worth of ape.
All right. Yeah.
What is the special scratch ticket? Or the rare one?
Exactly. So the scratch tickets is our way of giving away the NFTs. And that is the next step. So if you get a scratch ticket, you have then the chance of winning one of the NFT collections that we have on in our inventory. And depending on obviously which case you open or which scratch ticket you get, there's different tiers of scratch tickets. The NFTs will obviously also be different, right? So G's on Ape will be probably under special, and some other collection will be more down below if it's cheaper, like according to the floor price. It was not that easy to kind of figure this out, but I hope we kind of got it as good as possible, so we can do it.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, so again, to kind of give you the high level breakdown between the two, the legendary reward 2,000 ape and the common reward 950 worth of ape in the monkey business cases. In the banana bucks case, it's half that basically. It's 1,000 ape USD or basically $5 ape USD for the common. Very cool. What about, like, help me understand? So we got swap, you got the scratch tickets. What is the spin?
The spin is where you open the cases.
Okay,
so
got it.
Right, so you see now you have the Banana Bucks case, which is the cheaper one. You see then there what your balance is. You can open up the 4 cases at the same time if you like. That's another view of all the rewards in a nice overview. And if you scroll up a little bit, you can also see the key price, which is the cost that you have to put down to open the case. So this case for now is 10 ape USD.
Got it.
That is your starting cost, basically.
Got it. Awesome. Very cool. And leaderboard, is there? I saw the ticker case. Like, is that future case? Is there current case? Tell us about the case token and where that comes into play.
Good question. Yes. So we are currently in our pre-TGA phase. So that means that with each case you open, you can earn case points. And, simply means that down the road, once we launch our TGE, those case points will then have a certain ratio, which will they convert to case tokens. And the interesting thing about the case token is that it has real utility. So one thing that it does is you do as a case token holder, you are you get part of the revenue that we do from people buying keys and opening cases. That's one thing. And the other aspect of it is that the case token itself is deflationary, and by that I mean that right now the pairs that we work with, for example, the Peanuts team, the stuff that that our team kind of chooses manually. So obviously, we have to kind of start somewhere. But down the road, this whole process will be done by the Case token holders. So teams could come in and buy Case tokens, and then say, okay, we want to use these Case tokens to direct a certain amount of cases towards our pair, or it could be any pair that we support on these chains. And then to do that, they would have to burn the Case token. So by burning the Case token, it then becomes deflationary. So it's like a nice little flywheel where the rewards kind of incentivize the cases, incentivize people to come in and swap, which in return increases the value of the pair, which in return generates more fees for LPs on that pair, which means that more LPs will come in, to get those fees. To the liquidity deepens, and for the Case token, obviously that means that people want then to have their pairs incentivized by Case tokens, so they can have that increased volume and the increase in swap fees.
What do I? So I did swap 100. I wrapped 100 ape. What am I missing here? I'm sorry. I also recently switched to Rabby, and I attempted to swap there. I did. Long story short, I made my way to Camelot. Wrapped 100 ape. Going to buy a few monkey business cases here. Say insufficient balance for fees. Do I? What is it? Do I need did I wrap too much ape? Do I need to put some ape back in the wallet to have a sufficient balance to do the transaction? What am I missing? Maybe the pop-up's not showing on your end. Sorry.
Does it? No, it's all good. Does it change if you go down just to one case? Let's see if that works.
Yep. Okay. Yep. There we go. I could do two.
Okay.
Swap them out.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So 100 ape cost is 4.19 wrapped ape. Swap amount is 71 wrapped ape. So explain this. What am I? I'll prove a multi-swap here. What exactly am I doing? What is the 71 ape weight going towards?
Yeah. So like I said, there is a certain amount of swap volume that you need to do to get these cases, right? So the lowest case has I think 150 if I remember correctly, and the other case is 250 that you need in volume. And what the multi-swap thing does basically is it automatically does the amount for you in the background. So you basically just need a minimum amount of weight or of peanuts, and then we do the necessary amounts of swap in the background. And what you saw,
so it just did 20 swaps automatically for me, basically.
Basically, exactly, yeah. And what the fee does, or what the fee is, is basically just the swap fee that you pay for the swaps. And also, I want to make sure that these swaps, like this, we don't have our own DEX, so we're just basically a layer on top of existing DEXs, right? So for A-Chain, we basically use Camelot DEX. So this pairs on Camelot DEX. So you just pay the regular swap fees like you would also on Camelot. So there's no additional fee or anything attached to that. We don't take a cut from the swap fees.
Perfect. So I bought my monkey business cases there. Got the monkey business cases rewards. Now I want to go to spin or scratch.
Sorry, I didn't see what you did. Did you open the case already?
No. Where do I do that?
Yeah, you just go to spin.
Okay.
And you just need some 8 USD, and then you can open the case.
Okay. Got it. Let me, sorry, I should have set this up previously.
It's all good.
I got all my ape stakes, so I need to go back and we're going to swap some of that wrapped ape back to ape and get this done real quick. We will be right there. I'm a big fan of Rabby, by the way. That recent swap has been going well. Let me refresh.
Oh yeah, Rabby is so much better than MetaMask. Since I've used it, I've never looked back.
Yeah, it is. I'm a big fan. Do another 10. Almost there. Appreciate everyone's patience.
Oh, it's so good. Also, maybe I can just and everybody asking kind of how is the randomness kind of generated when you open a case, right? Like can we influence it somehow? Can we fake it for some, or like make it better for someone than others? The question is obviously no, because we use proof of play, which is basically generate the randomness on chain. So they guarantee that there is no foul play involved. Everything is 100% random. So just a little tidbit there.
And I apologize. Gonna do it one more time. I got to get to Ape USD is what I need here to do the swap or to open this case. We're almost there. All right. Here we go. I think we're good.
Okay, fingers crossed for you.
Almost there. I was just kidding. A little bit more Ape USD, and we will be there. Improving my wrapped ape real quick, and swap has taken place. We're gonna do a refresh, and then we're gonna get this spin in. We're gonna win big. That's the alpha here this morning. We win big today. It means everyone wins. As soon as it updates here. Oh, I guess I need to hit one more button on the swap. Good thing is these transactions do go through super fast on Ape Chain. There we are. All right. We are in business now.
Beautiful.
We're going to approve 2 cases. We're going to rip them. And because we're doing it on the stream, these are guaranteed to win big.
100%.
There we go. We'll approve the Ape USD, and we'll be off to the races here. While I'm doing this, be thinking about how we want to pick a winner. You can give an action to take in the comments. You can. We gotta pick one winner from the comments. They're going to promise us that they will go collect and mint the badge when that goes out via email later today. But be thinking about how we're going to choose our winner. They can drop something in the comments, and we'll let you pick our lucky 100 ape winner for the day, brought to us by Ape Chain and the other page team. I'm getting ready to spin here. Should I do one at a time? We'll do both at once.
Hey, whatever your heart desires. You can.
We're going to spin them both here. Good luck us. Transaction confirmed. 3, 2, 1. Calculating odds.
Yep.
Big money, big money, big money, big money. All right, we got 200K. 8 back, 9.58 back. Not we'll take the comment, the uncommon to go with it. GG's on the uncommon.
Yeah, GG.
So tell me about these case points. What do the case points lead to?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, case points will lead to the case token at some point once we go, once we TGE. And the token itself will also be on A-chain or a portion of it, since we're multi-chain. And it will. I mean, I can't promise anything, obviously, but we think that it will be definitely worth it. We have high hopes for this project, because if you compare it. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, on the scratching tickets, I would win one of these tickets in a spin. Is that right? This is where you get the tickets?
Okay. Exactly. That's where you get the tickets, yeah.
Got it. Awesome. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, all good. All good. I was just rambling about how bullish I am on my own project. It's all good.
No, it's rightfully so. I would be concerned if you weren't bullish on your own project. So, well, first of all, welcome to Ape Chain. Love that you made the move. Great team to partner with. We're big fans of them over there, especially ApeCo and the new group that's been pushing this forward. Simple Farmer, an absolute legend. Was ecstatic to see him join the team, and the guy just he joined the team and started shipping relentlessly. This being one of those early projects to partner with. So love to see it. If anyone has any questions in the audience for Mario here, drop those in the chat or feel free to throw a request up. We got a few more minutes. We can probably take some questions if you'd like. But did you think about our winner for the 100 ape today? How do we want to pick a winner?
Yeah, so you said comments. I just check them on here on the on the stage thing, or on Twitter, or when you say comments, where do I?
Yeah, what do we want? We do want them to say something. Do we want them to take some sort of action? or you can just pick someone randomly from the comments if you'd like. But if you like got a question or a trivia or something that you want to ask people in the in the audience to answer in the chat, and then you can pick one of those. Really, however you want. It's dealer's choice. So you can choose how we want to identify our winner of the day today.
Okay. Could it be something where I say, hey, we open a case and share the win on Twitter? Is that also possible, or does it have to be?
That's perfectly fine. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, I would say then the first person who opens the case and shares his win and tags Case.fun is the winner.
There you go.
That works.
There you go. So you got cost you a little bit of wrapped ape and ape USD to go take this action, but the first person to do it is going to get 100 ape as a result of the prize today once you met your collector's badge. So there you go. Let us know. Tag Case.fun when you do that. And myself, that way we can see the winner, and you will be the first person to get that done wins the 100 ape today. Dort says perfect. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Mario, I know we're coming up on 9:30 here. What didn't I ask you today that you're hoping to share with our audience?
Yeah, I mean, there is, I think the other thing that I can mention is that that is a referral program attached to this as well. So if you sign up on the app and you check under the stats thing, you see that you have your referral code, and if people sign up to that, you're entitled to a 10% kickback on any case points that they earn by opening cases. And you also get 40 pre-launch cases, which for now are on base, since that's kind of where we started the whole thing. But if we see that a lot of people sign up, we will definitely also port them over to ApeChain and have them there as well.
Well, I need a ref code as well. So if anyone signed up and wants to drop me the ref code, I will be glad to plug it in there.
Yeah. And there's also a leaderboard, obviously, on the stats. I guess everybody can kind of figure out why that is there. So if you like to be first in leaderboards, then you should definitely give it a go. Because there might be some benefit of it down the road later, but that's all I'm going to say.
You can't say I'm going to say it. Sounds like leaderboard's probably beneficial when it comes TGE time would be my guess. Mario can't say that, but I will. Go rip your cases. Go get your ref code. Someone drop me a ref code and share when you rip open your first case to win the 100 ape for our badge collecting challenge today. Mario, absolute pleasure. Great to connect. Love to see you on ApeChain. Congratulations on the launch. Congratulations on moving to ApeChain. Any parting words before I let you get out of here?
Yeah. First of all, thank you for having me. Really appreciate you taking the time to, kind of have me talk about my project and, welcome us to the chain. As I mentioned, people have been very open and welcoming. So very excited about this community. One other thing, obviously, this is just kind of the beginning. So don't think, oh, it's just 2 cases. That's it. Is that all that's there? We will launch a lot more stuff, including, people that are familiar with, CSGO and the cases stuff there. We will bring over a lot of these things, so you can, think, stuff like case battles, for example, where you can wager your cases against other people or against AI, and then, the winner takes it all kind of thing, or other games that they have. So there's going to be a lot more gamification with cases itself. And also cases are NFTs. So there will be, secondary markets that can spun up, because you don't have to necessarily open the case. You can, send it to other people. You can sell it on the open market if you want to. So that's another thing. And another interesting thing, you see my ape that I have on here. We bought this ape for the protocol, but there will be, I don't know when we will launch it, but we will launch a series of jackpot cases where the rewards are going to be much higher than the case that we have right now. Can't really reveal much of the details of how the whole thing will work, but one of the prizes that you will be able to win is also the board ape.
Wow. So we're not only winning some ApeChain NFTs there, potentially winning this fire board ape that you're rocking in the on stage, as well as the StreamYard here. Pretty cool. If you're not yet following Case.fun, head over to the X Audio. The Case.fun account is on stage. You can go give them a follow. Click through the account. Remember to tag Case.fun. as well as myself. When you open your first case, the first person to do that's going to be our 100 ape winner today. Love to absolutely love to see it. Hoarder in the comments says, great to see other people leveraging proof of play as they are with ape games as well. I mentioned our sprint up the leaderboard on other page. We proud to say we just flipped ape games. It's a big accomplishment for us because they are absolutely crushing over there. Much respect to ape games, to Hoarder and Machiavelli and the crew. We're still working to catch up to the morning ape, but love to see it. Love to hear the proof of play integration. And again, great to connect today, Mario. Really appreciate your time this morning.
Yeah, likewise, sir. Appreciate the time. You
got it. Well, enjoy your day, enjoy your Friday, your weekend. Be on the lookout for that tag here soon when someone rips their first case open. If someone doesn't drop me a referral, I'm gonna have to hit you back up for referral of my own because I want those 40 free cases. But yeah, congrats on coming to Ape Chain. Appreciate you. Great to connect, and you have a wonderful weekend, sir.
All right, you too, sir, and good recovery.
Thank you very much. Yeah, someone it was Veggie Dave says L-glutamine is the answer for recovery. Doing CrossFit at 57. L-glutamine eliminates DOMS. I don't know what DOMS mean. I feel like I should, but DOMS. Someone's gonna have to tell me what that means. But L-glutamine I'm gonna be searching for today. Maybe a cryo place or something to speed up my old man recovery. And then Aquaphor recommended over the Vaseline for the hands. Probably also not a bad move, but something I'm gonna it's a self-care day today. So might rip some more cases, do some cap self-care, and I appreciate the kind words.
All right, you have a good one. Take care.
You as well. Thanks, man. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. Well, fun day there on Ape Chain with Case.fun. We got Kazi in the chat says, is there a code without Steve? There is a code today for the Badge Collectors Challenge. However, that's going to come out via the email newsletter. If you've not yet signed up for that, go to coffeewithcaptain.com, drop your email in there. We won't spam you, but we will send out the code via email, and that'll include the codes for all the other days earlier this week. Courtesy of our guy, Crypto Pain. Again, sign up for the newsletter just to support Pain, but you can also win some prizes today by doing so. Pain says delayed onset muscle soreness. Yeah, I'm feeling it, man. I'm sore today than I've been in the previous days, and it is compounding. Husker says tags Lucky Reverb. Appreciate that. Loving the Lurky Reverb, the Lurky campaigns. They just went live with their first non-Lurky campaign. They went live with a virtuals campaign over there on Lurky. I need to. I feel like there's a lot of things I need to catch up with. So after the self-care, I need to get caught up on some Web3 activities. One of them doing a deep dive on this virtuals protocol. I need to read their white paper, or at least plug that white paper into ChatGPT so I can properly explain the virtuals ACP, which is their agent commerce protocol. I'm not familiar, but I want to be able to speak intelligent about that and their Genesis Launchpad. I think it's great how they're incorporating voice and audio into these campaigns. It's not just InfoFi for the tweeters, the posters out there. For our Spaces hosts, we can participate in these campaigns, talk about cool up and coming stuff, and participate in their rewards. This one, like the virtuals campaign, virtuals protocol, and their ACP and new Genesis Launchpad. So I will be talking more about that next week. I need to do some research so I can speak a little more intelligently. Smokey J says, do not use Aquaphor. It's petroleum based. Use Tiger Balm or raw expeller pressed coconut. We are getting into a heated debate today of what's best for cap hands. This might have to become a segment here on the show because this is like, you want to talk about PvP. People talk about like PvP NFT collections. I saw there was, I think it was OKX, one of the wallets that has employed a lot of, I don't know. OKX is notoriously has some KOLs on their payroll, some ambassadors, if you will, that are men masquerading as women on the timeline. I'm not a fan of that. And also not a fan of OKX trying to inspire the PvP with Pudgies and apes. I saw a few people commenting on that day, but forget Pudgies versus apes and OKX PvP on the timeline. Today we have we have what is going to heal Cap's hands the best PvP. Not just me, but the other guy who needs some hand love is our guy Diablito. Sliced his finger trimming hooves again. He wins. Diablito, though, a much more manly man than I, always slice himself up. He's rubbed some dirt on it and undeterred. We both need some hand recovery today. So if anyone else has if anyone else wants to join in the PvP, what is the best? We've got Dirt. We've got this is my crypto name, Utter Butter. We've got I said I was going to do Vaseline tonight with the socks on my hands. Mel says Aquaphor. Jay says absolutely not to Aquaphor. You got to go. You got to get with the times and use. Now I lost the post. I forget what he already suggested. But yeah, some heated debate today on what is the best recovery for. Yes, Andrew, code is coming via email. Actually, you're right. You're right. I believe you can mint today's badge without a code. It's just you got to click the link via email. One of the two. Either you're just gonna be able to click the link. I didn't set it up. Steve did that. Even despite being out today, he is working behind the scenes. But I believe you absolutely can just click through the link in the newsletter without the need of a code. If you do need a code, I will be sure to include that in the newsletter as well. The ones that I missed forgot already that Jay mentioned, the Smoking Jay said, it's Tiger Bomb or raw expeller pressed coconut oil. So Aquaphor, that's going to be, maybe we'll do that for Monday's winner. What is the best, who wins the hand challenge? Is it Aquaphor? Is it Vaseline? Is it Tiger Bomb? Is it raw expeller or pressed coconut? What should we be using here for us with old man hands that have been lifting in polysporin? I haven't heard polysporin for a while. This is not Polychain or Polymarket or Polygon. Polysporin has entered the chat, courtesy of Solomon. I'm not sure if he's just doing this just for that YouTube XP, our king of the YouTube chat, Solomon over there. So we got Polysporin now entering the chat. Again, I don't know where else in crypto you can find a show that can incorporate all these topics. Just get new hands. I live in Florida. Probably anything can happen here today. Yeah. So maybe Diablito claimed without the code. Maybe you can find that link. Polysporin good for cuts. Diablito says, I trust the rancher out there. No Tiger Bomb, great for soreness. Yeah. So we're getting multiple suggestions. We're getting Tiger Bomb for the soreness. We're getting Polysporin for the cuts. I may mix up the two and put something on the wrong spot and be screaming like a teenager. But we will persevere. CeraVe, which is very good. I use CeraVe is that's my face routine. It's my skincare routine is CeraVe. I use CeraVe everything. CeraVe face wash, CeraVe face lotion. CeraVe is my normal go-to. I need something more industrial strength for these cracks and cuts on my hands. So the CeraVe, I actually did. That's what I've been using is the CeraVe hand cream, like the big tub of it. It's not getting it done. So I gotta step it up a bit for better recovery. We got a few minutes left. We may wrap a little bit early here. Sarah says working hands from O'Keefe's is what her husband uses. Lanolin from Andrew. I had no idea there was so many solutions for cracked and cut hands. Risk Brian says banana pudding. I'm not sure if this is an ape joke or if he's really suggesting putting my hands in banana pudding. We may find out soon. And yeah, Steve checking in from the golf course. So no, I keep it in my BJJ bag. Once winter hits, my fingers are constantly cracked and bleeding, says Solomon. This is referring to the Polysporin, I believe. We've got hand alpha. That's why I should change the title to cracked hand alpha. This is like a throwback for me because I said I was in the Midwest. When I was in the Midwest, like especially as a kid, I kind of grew out of it. I think I might have grown out of it just by moving south. Like it didn't infect me much when I lived in Southern Indiana, But growing up in the Midwest, especially in the wintertime, my hands would crack so much they would bleed. Like, not because I was like, banging them up into walls and shit. Like, I don't know if you can see that one. I busted this thing. I ran into probably the door carrying a box, I don't know, 18 times in the last few days. Every time I crack it open again and bleed, I'm like, I was MFing the shit out of myself for continually beating the same spots on my hands. Didn't realize how like clumsily I walked through doors with boxes in my hands until I had a cut and that I kept hitting. But yeah, anyways, we've ran the gamut this morning on hand hacks, hand alpha, and Turkish Russian bathhouses. I don't know where else you can find this on anywhere. Forget Web3 and crypto. This is probably about as unique of a show this morning as you might hear. Steve listens to the playback later. He's like, what in the world? I leave for one day and you go completely off the rails. We got Mel out there sharing her Pudgy Party ref code, as well as this is my crypto name. Love to see the Pudgy Party pump here on the show today. Also, I'm just seeing if you're looking for a show in 15 minutes, I might wrap up a few minutes early, but I've got a handoff for everyone. I'm going to pin it up top here in a sec. Go give this post some love from Tyler Did It. Fan of I don't get to listen every day because I usually jump in. We have a little post-production debrief here, and then I usually get into, well, if I'm being honest, it's like after post-production, I hit the bathroom, or usually during post-production, as Claim would attest, the mobile stream drop. Oh shit, I forgot to fire that up today. Oh well, they've been dropping the ball anyway, so we'll be fine. And one more one. OC says cold press unrefined coconut oil works great for sensitive skin. I didn't realize coconut oil was such a skin hack. Discovering that today. The post I pinned up top though from Tyler Did It. We'll show it on screen though as well for those listening in. Our guy Bunchu heading over to FOMO Hour here shortly. Joining Tyler and Farouk and the gang on FOMO Hour. Bunchu Bets from Billy Bets joining the show. Just announced a $1 million raise, another fundraise. Coinbase leading that fundraise. Love to see it. Pumped for our guy Bunch. And yeah, just seeing this. Wasn't aware that he's going on FOMO Hour today here at 10 o'clock Eastern time. So yeah, go give Tyler's post there some love. I just pinned it up top, and would love to support our guy Bunch. I will be listening in from the headphones as we're just going to keep talking random business ideas too. I'm going to wrap up the show with another random business idea. MIT scientists prove male pattern baldness is a $3.5 billion lie. It's not genetic. It's not hormonal. It's mitochondrial. Your scalp is aging 6 times faster than your skin. Big Pharma has been hiding the truth for 40 years, and we have the receipts. It's not the post I thought I was reading when I first started reading it, so my apologies. But we're going to go back to hand cream. Neutrogena is excellent hand cream for dry and cracked skin. This comes from Diablito. I don't know, man. If I heal my hands miraculously overnight, I'm going to start a football show here soon. I don't know how we got 1 hour and 47 minutes in the show without referencing the NFL kickoff Thursday Night Football last night. It started out gangbusters for all you fantasy players. It's like 21-20 at the end of the first half. Then there was a weather delay, and then it was punts and field goals the rest of the way. Only one field goal for that matter. The Eagles won, but did not look great. Definitely not the same team as last year, but they won 24-20 over the Cowboys. Hope everyone did well in the sports betting and DFS streets last night. I am getting I just checked my just so you're like, when you're doing your underdog best ball tournaments, it separates them into like the game type. So I did a bunch of pre-draft. I did some super flex. I did a bunch of the regular best ball. This morning was the first time I logged in and saw my total portfolio. Phonics. I'm not going to say it out loud on the show. It's kind of embarrassing. But yeah, I'm down for the equity swap. Although I'm going to be getting. I need, before you commit to this, I need you to see how much I have in play, because I'll be getting a little bit more equity than you'll be getting in mine. That's all I'll say. We can connect offline, but went a little overboard this year on best ball season. So hoping to run pure on injuries. I saw CMC got the early injury tag. Not feeling good about that. A little bit of anxiety because it's the calf again, and oh boy, if CMC doesn't play again this year, we are in trouble. I saw Lamb went out briefly last night. Hopefully he's back. But excited for football season nonetheless. Excited to get some DFS action back in play. I'm going to do some battle royales over the weekend, and looking forward to 420 minutes of slightly interrupted football this coming Sunday. If you missed it, ESPN now incorporating commercials, but it's not a big deal. That's like 2 minutes of commercials over the 7 hours, which I don't know why they've been saying 7 hours of uninterrupted football. 420 minutes hits much better. And knowing that I have 420 minutes of semi-interrupted football coming in just a couple days while my hands recover, and following a night at the Pink Floyd exhibit. It's going to be a fun weekend. So looking forward to some Fun Guy, some Pink Floyd, and 420 minutes of football. 420 minutes plus, because if I said I just watched 420 minutes of football, I'd be disingenuous. I watch the 420 minutes straight in the afternoon on Sundays, and we roll right into Sunday night football. Going to be a good game this week. They've loaded the schedule. The DFS slate's kind of interesting. I mean, everyone's priced too low, and a lot of the stars are on the primetime game. So Sunday night football, Monday night football. Last night was Dallas, Philadelphia. So a lot of the big players are not on the main slate, and so you get some good shootout slates. Sunday slate should be fun. I may do a Thursday show going forward. This weekend was just crazy, so I didn't get one kicked off in time. But we'll definitely be doing a Sunday show Sunday morning. I don't even have a committed co-host yet, but Phonics, if you're still out there, if you're interested, J-Lub did that with us last year. Excited to talk a little football on Sunday mornings. So if that's your thing. Now that football started, I don't have to talk about it here on the show. We'll do a separate show on Sundays, probably 10:30, 11-ish, sometime between 10 and 11. Stay tuned. I'll show that on the timeline. But yeah, if you want to get more football talk on Sundays, we just do a game-by-game breakdown leading into inactives on Sunday mornings. I need to hit J-Web up. Hope he's doing well and see if he's interested in talking some shop. We'll see if maybe Bunchy, we can get a special guest appearance. And even if not, Dort said Javonte on his bench, started Pickens. Ooze is right. The first highlight I saw was Miles Sanders ripped off a 51-yard run. I got excited because I got a lot more Miles Sanders than I do Javonte Williams. And then I saw Javonte Williams score 2 touchdowns. I was like, oh, here we go. This is the fun of football, because even when you're getting in good, you're not always guaranteed to win. Hopefully that's Javonte. Old man Javonte is done, and it's Miles Sanders and Jaden Blue season the rest of the way, but not an optimal start. Jalen Hurts also rushed for more yards than did Saquon Barkley last night, scored 2 touchdowns on the ground to Barkley's 1. So someone who drafted some Barkley, some CMC, and a lot of Lamb and a lot of Pickens, my best ball bags are. Maybe Phonics does not want to do the equity swap after he sees my exposure to those players I just rattled off, but I can't. It's all in good fun. If anyone has anything else they want to hit on, drop it in the chat. Otherwise, I'll probably let you get out of here a few minutes early. Go get your bathroom break in before you head over to the FOMO Hour with Froke and Tyler Did It and our guy Bunchu. I'll be tuning in for sure. As my guy Duke here, he's been a little cooped up going from the larger home to the Airbnb. Also, I did not realize this until I'm not surprised. Boo was the healthy scratch week 1. I think it'll be fine. I don't expect Javonte and Miles to play all year, but if I guess they stay healthy, maybe it is what it is. I did expect Blue to be their third down back. Javonte's a good pass blocker though, so he just hasn't got there yet. We'll see. Also have a good amount of Blue in my player pool. Did I say we're gonna take some? Yeah, we're gonna take a walk soon. Anyways, Duke heard his name and his ears went straight up, and he has been as I've been busy back and forth and moving and stuff. We've not got our normal amounts of walks in, so he's been a good boy. But the other thing I was about to say is I did not realize I had a. I mean, if you listen to the show, if you're a regular here, you probably know I'm a pretty big fan of at least one particular plant that I think is the most universally versatile plant on the planet. That be it cannabis, has a bad rap and some social stigma associated with it that's unfair and was all propaganda back in the 60s, 70s, and it is a propaganda carried on for many years and it's finally turning, but still the stigma associated with some, but I have no stigma tied associated to it. As I said, I don't use ibuprofen or anything else. I'm all natural when it comes to my healing my ailments. But I realized yesterday that I have more than I have a plant problem. I'm in limbo here for a few weeks, and it's easy to get a storage unit and an Airbnb. What is unique is when you have a lot of plants. And so long story short, I have a balcony here, and the balcony has been overtaken by a lot of plants. Some of them fruit-bearing plants. I live in Florida, and yeah, it's easy when you have a big backyard and you add a plant, you add another plant, and then you go to move, and you're like, oh my God, I have like a U-Haul worth of plants. So yeah, I had to confirm with the Airbnb host that cool to take over the balcony with plants. They had no problem. They said, enjoy your plants. I was like, I will. Probably not understanding exactly what I meant there, but if I get booted, I might actually be homeless if they decide to boot me for my fandom of plants. Anyways, I digress. Interesting variety show this morning on Coffee with Captain. Appreciate y'all tuning in very much. Appreciate y'all in the chat. Go Bucks. Yeah, go Bucks, man. If they don't hang a 70 burger on Grambling this weekend, this should be the Jeremiah Smith Heisman watch game. Jeremiah Smith should go for like 250 and 3 against Grambling. They should win going away. College football's fun. I'll root for the Buckeyes. It's nothing for me compared to football Sundays, just because the action, it's fun sweat for me. I enjoy the entertainment. I've been a profitable player. Some days I might lose. Even if I go bust, it's still fun because we get to do it again in just 7 days. But that said, stay tuned for the Sunday show, Sunday football show. Don't forget, go get your cases on Case.fun. The first person to tweet out, maybe that's already happened, but the first person to tweet out their case opening and tag Case.fun and myself, you win the 100 Ape today. I'll also pin up top. You got other games, earn XP and other side for playing those other games. We talk about a token that is coming. Yuga's not going to say it. I'm saying it. They're going to drop a token. It's going to reward other side XP. It's going to reward holders of not just apes, probably heavy metals, and anyone tied to that ecosystem, probably moonbirds because of their agreement. It's coming. If you don't want to go buy an asset, you'd rather grind your way. Go get yourself a Croc, the Burger King commercial is, or the bit is pretty funny. Anyways, go have some fun out there. Go join other games. It's a way to grind your way. Go have some fun. Not even grind, just go have some fun to stack some XP. But just have a little bit of fun, not too much to where other games flips or 8 games flips us in the other page leaderboard. We like the number 2 spot. Going for number 1. I actually, Solomon, I have a ton of aloe vera plants. Great call. I will, as soon as I get off the show, I am going to crack one of those aloe vera plants. I have some huge aloe vera plants. I might even, look at this. We got one. It's a little mangled from the move, but we got one right next to me, actually. I don't even have to go outside on the balcony. I've got one I brought inside. So we're going to crack an aloe vera plant, put that on the wounds. Great call on the aloe vera. That absolutely is a healer. So yeah, if you're not familiar, aloe vera, especially natural aloe vera, good call. Dort says deed holders time to print. I hope so. Sitting on a bag of deeds, sitting on a coda with a weapon I love, and just writing that out. Gardening with Captain. Yeah, we got all kinds of segments coming. I may have to. I didn't realize this about myself until recently. The thumb is partially green. I can definitely kill some plants along the way. Not even exaggerating though. The thing that I have no excuses anymore, because if I get a plant that gets some starts yellowing or gets some spots on the leaves, literally all I have to do now, snap a picture, upload it to ChatGPT. What am I doing wrong? What do I need to do to heal this plant? And it takes me step by step through it. So if you don't have a green thumb, but you like plants, you'd like to have some more plants, just download ChatGPT and go to town. Like it is. I'd love to be able to give you some alpha, but you don't need me. Just ChatGPT in your pocket. I have some. This is a very small element. I have a pot that's probably, I don't know, 5-6 times that size with multiple starts. Some big one in the center and a bunch of I don't know what you call them, smaller aloe vera plants around it. But yeah, of all the plants I have, probably more aloe vera than anything else, just because of they multiplied so quickly. Anyways, I digress. That's enough of plant hour with Cap or gardening with Cap. I need a better alliteration. What's a C word that could go with gardening or plants? That's your challenge for Monday morning, everyone. Have a great weekend. Go hit up FOMO Hour with Bunchy here in 2 minutes. Steve will be back Monday. I will have, actually, it didn't come through too bad today with the overhead light, but I will be better, or in the glare wasn't as bad today either. So I don't know what was different today than yesterday, but I'll be back fully set up. I may even, I won't hang, but I may drape some blackout curtains over the mirror, over the windows, and we'll get the ring light and everything back up. So we'll be full-fledged Steve and myself video next week. I'm going to be in the same location as long as they don't kick me out for my plant use. I'll be in the same location for a couple weeks. Then I'm going to go to head to St. Croix for a few days. Excited about that. If anyone has any St. Croix alpha, let me know. I will be down there, not LaCroix, St. Croix. I'll be down there later this month for a few days. May or may not tune into the show. Probably might take a few days off. We'll see how my hands are feeling, whether I take the time off or tune in. I'll probably at least listen in, but I may leave Steve to fend for himself to return the favor. I haven't taken a day off this year, so unless I'm forgetting, I don't think I've taken a day off. That said, go enjoy your time. Go hit up Bunchu, FOMO Hour. We'll see you on Monday. Don't forget, Sunday, I'll be doing the football show. And thanks so much for everyone. Appreciate the abstract chats over there. You all are legends. And cultivating with Cap. That's it, Jamber. You win. I think you've already won a. Also, last thing, if you have 100 ape one, I know Dobbins, Dort. This is my first time. I'm going to have some computer time today. I will get that sent, but do me a favor. Send me a reminder. Go ping the DM you sent me with your wallet address, just so it jumps to the top of my inbox. I don't have to hunt for that, and I don't miss anyone. I will get you your 100 ape for the badge challenge. I've just been out of pocket all week, but yes, I will. I will get. Yes, Treasure Island is in St. Pete, Kazi. That is correct. And yeah, anyone who's got 100 ape coming to him, please do me a favor. Go remind me, and I will get to that today. That's it. Thanks for tuning into Coffee. We greatly appreciate you all. Have a wonderful weekend. We will see you Sunday. Go hit up FOMO Hour with Farouk, Tyler, and Bunch, and we'll see y'all soon. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for tuning into Coffee with Captain, powered by ApeCoin. We hope you enjoyed the show, and remember, nothing we discussed today is financial advice. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and we'll see you soon. Have a great day.
Welcome to the future.